No. One, the majority of people in the world are actually not motivated by what they want, but rather what they don't want. And this is one of the most powerful motivators in the world. When you think about your life, what do you want more? To be happy or not to be sad? To be healthy or not to be sick? This is a question that many people ask themselves, and the answer, as strange as it may sound, is that people would rather be less worse off than be good. Think about it. If there were a pill that you could take that would make you feel so happy, but it had some side effects, you would most likely choose not to take it if those side effects were really bad. But what if the pill made you just feel a little bit less sad, a little bit less lonely? You'd probably take it. That's because people are more motivated by things they don't want than the things they do. We're not motivated by pleasure, but by pain. Number 2, it takes only a few seconds for someone to form an opinion about you. Have you ever been to a store and seen a salesperson coming towards you and immediately felt the need to run away? Did you think about whether or not they were nice or whether or not they were going to help you find something? No. You formed an opinion about them based on how they looked, how they acted, how they spoke, and they probably did the same about you. In fact, it takes only 30 seconds for someone to form an opinion about you. And you can do the same thing by observing someone else for 30 seconds. The reason this is important is that it shows us that we don't see people objectively. We judge them based on our experiences and opinions and then let that dictate how we treat them. So the next time you meet a stranger, take 30 seconds to analyze them and decide whether or not you like them. Then treat them accordingly. Number 3, people rarely recognize their own thoughts as their own. How often do you have a thought and think, wow, that was an original thought? You probably don't, because most of your thoughts come from things you've heard other people say. Things you've read in books or things you've seen on social media. You don't even realize how much of what you think is actually someone else's idea. Why does this matter? Because when you have an opinion about something, you think it's your own. But really, you're just repeating what someone else has said. So the next time you have an opinion about something, ask yourself, where did this thought come from? And once you know, you can decide for yourself whether or not you agree with it. 4, people who love themselves are not afraid to be alone. Think about it. If you love yourself, why would you be afraid to spend time alone? Being alone gives you time to reflect on your own thoughts, to get to know yourself better, and to appreciate your own company. People who don't love themselves are afraid to be alone because they don't like themselves. They need other people around them to distract them from their own thoughts and to make them feel good about themselves. So if you love yourself, don't be afraid to be alone. In fact, embrace it. Use it as an opportunity to get to know yourself better. Number 5, attraction is purely an act of perception. You probably think that when you're attracted to someone, it's because they're physically attractive. But that's not actually true. You're attracted to them because you perceive them to be attractive. There's no such thing as an objective standard of beauty. What one person finds attractive, another person may not. And this is completely fine. It's simply because we all perceive things differently. So the next time you see someone who you think is attractive, ask yourself, What is it about them that I find attractive? Is it their physical appearance, their personality, or the way they make me feel? Once you figure out what it is that you're attracted to, you can start to look for it in other people. And you might be surprised at who you find attractive. Number 6, crying could make you feel a lot better. Crying is a natural and healthy way to express your emotions. When you cry, release stress hormones that have been building up in your body. These hormones can cause physical symptoms like headaches, muscle tension, and stomach problems. So crying is a great way to relieve tension and improve your overall health. Crying also helps you to process and express your emotions. When you cry, you're able to express your sadness, grief, anger, or frustration in a healthy way. This can help you to feel better emotionally and mentally. Crying also helps you to connect with others. When you cry in front of someone, it opens up the conversation for them to comfort you and support you. This can create a sense of intimacy and connection with the other person. 7, don't be too attached to the outcome. When you set a goal, it's important to be focused and determined. However, it's also important not to be too attached to the outcome. When you're too attached to the outcome, you're essentially saying that your happiness and worth depend on achieving that goal. And that's just not the case. You need to remind yourself that even if you don't achieve your goal, you're still worthy of love and happiness. Otherwise, you'll never truly be free to pursue your goals without fear of failure. Number 8, everyone's body language is different. One of the most important aspects of understanding psychology is understanding body language. Body language is a way for people to communicate without using words. It's important to remember that everyone has their own unique body language. What might be normal for one person might be abnormal for another. For example, some people like to hold hands when they walk, while others prefer to keep their hands to themselves. Some people like to make direct eye contact when they talk, while others prefer to look away. The important thing is to be aware of your own body language and respect the body language of others. 9, understanding the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is a powerful force that can either help or hinder your progress in life. It's important to understand how the subconscious mind works in order to tap into its power. The subconscious mind is responsible for controlling your thoughts, emotions, and behavior. It's like an iceberg, with the majority of it hidden beneath the surface of your conscious mind. The subconscious mind is incredibly powerful and can be a driving force in your life. It can help you achieve your goals if you understand how to program it properly. To program your subconscious mind, you need to use repetition and positive affirmations. By repeating positive affirmations over and over again, you can eventually convince your subconscious mind that they are true. Once your subconscious mind believes these statements, they will become your reality. Number 10. The placebo effect. The placebo effect is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that has been studied for decades. It's the idea that if you believe something is going to happen, it's more likely to happen. For example, if you take a pill and you believe it's going to cure your illness, it will. Or if you believe that you're going to fail a test, you probably will. The placebo effect is a powerful force that can influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's important to be aware of the placebo effect so that you can use it to your advantage instead of focusing on the negative. Try to focus on the positive. Believe that good things are going to happen to you, and they probably will. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more psychology videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.